Okay, unfortunately, I can't really tell if this thing's looking straight or not. So, but we're down here. Also, if you're gonna go fishing on private or public land, always make sure you have a fishing license just in case, especially on public. And if you're on private land, make sure you have permission to fish there. Yeah, probably nothing's gonna bite right here. There's a lot of grass today, so that's unfortunate, but actually though, the water's a lot lower than I thought it was. So we can, oh, never mind. Somebody pulled it up already and took it apart as well. So that's just awesome. Why? Also, how? Like, this part's not even apart, so I don't understand how they were able to get this part apart. I don't know how they did that. Genuinely. But whatever. So I guess I'll have to come back down here one day and fix this back, because someone didn't want it out here. Or honestly, I might have pulled it out the other day because there was no bait or something. I don't know. But apparently, eventually, whoa, my bad. I'm a little bit rusty, apparently. Eventually, I'll have an actual, hopefully a GoPro, but some kind of actual action camera that I can wear around. And a better harness, like a better chest rig. Or I might even, I'm actually trying to find some kind of lightweight camera that I can put, fish just jumped right here also, that I can put a, I don't know, some kind of like head camera or like face camera. Sorry, bro, I'm used to like fishing. I'm used to standing sideways while I reel. I'm not used to standing straight forward. That's not even. Nice. I don't know. I like the rod. It feels nice in my hand. What the freak am I doing? I'm cooked, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that bait's cooked. I'm pretty sure. Oh, never mind. Came right out. I guess that's the beauty of having a concealed hook. But I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I'm not like casting good today. There we go. Honestly, this lake isn't great for fishing off the bank because of all this grass. Like, if you want to catch a fish in this lake, typically you got to be, or at least like a bass or something like that. Typically you got to be out in a kayak or a little John boat or something. See, typically I stand like this, like my body's faced this way, but like my head's looking that way and reeling to the side. And I don't typically look straight forward while I'm fishing. I don't know anyone that does. Can you even see the bait swimming? No, I don't think you can. I don't know, this chest rig's also kind of inconvenient because the phone is faced in a weird way, so I can't see the screen very well. Dang, look at that anthill. Shoot, I almost tripped. Look at that thing, bro. I mean, right here, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there, that brown spot, that's like where the wall, that's where the bottom starts, usually. There's a little bluegill right there. A couple of them. Yeah, that's typically where the water starts. Like that's where the bank stops, usually. Actually, I'm gonna cast right here a little bit. What the freak? What just happened there? Bait was too low to the ground. That's what happened. Yeah, bro. It's not even a good time right now either. Oh, it smells like fish though. It smells like crappie actually though, which is not great. There's a turtle right there, just went under. All this right here is usually above ground, like up to that tree right there sticking out is usually like above ground or above water, you know, like it's top ground right there. Ah, see right here. Actually, funny story, maybe funny to us, we always talk about it. Right here, when I was a kid, like I think I was 2 or 3, this ground like slid out from under me about right here, and I slipped into the water when I was a little kid. So my brothers always like to bring that up. Nice. I cast it straight into the wind's also blowing a little bit. Come off of there, bruh. This doesn't have a lot of weight to it either, so. Oh, something just grabbed up at it. Something grabbed up at it right there. Come on, bruh. I gotta catch something where this video is obsolete. Bro, maybe it didn't even grab at something. Maybe nothing even grabbed at it. It was just, it touched the top of the water a little bit and made it look like it. Bro, like there's not enough weight on it so it doesn't sink very long. But then again, anytime we fish off the bank here, we don't catch anything on bottom or even in middle. We always catch stuff on top, which is why I should have actually tied on a frog for this, but whatever. Something just jumped right over there. That's why this is why I need a like head cam, not a chest camera, because I'd actually be able to get footage of what I'm looking at. Also, I'm not the best fisherman out there, so, you know, don't be flaming me if you see this video. Don't get in the comments and flame me for not being good at fishing. I claim to be good at fishing because I typically am with crappie because they're among the stupidest of fish, but freshwater fish, at least. Also, basic rule of thumb, never cast in the same place more than 5 times. If you haven't caught anything by your first cast or by your 5th cast, you're not going to catch anything there. Also, if you've caught 5 fish somewhere, don't try to catch any more, because unless, of course, it's crappie or bluegill, then you can typically catch as many as you want in that same spot. If you've caught 5 fish, 5 crappie or bluegill in one spot, you're likely going to catch more. What does this look like when it just reels? Okay, it looks the same. Yeah, I'm just going to reel it. I'm not going to... See, my oldest brother, Brady, he does that. Like, he jigs it, but if it does the same thing just by reeling, I'm going to do that instead. Let it sink a little bit here. I don't know if y'all could see that, but there was just something following it. Back there. Couldn't tell what it was. It didn't look too big, so I'm assuming it's probably just a small bass or Maybe even a large crappie. I just went straight into that grass. Okay. I don't know if that pulled it off or not. It's actually starting to rain pretty hard. But surprisingly, I'm not getting wet. Usually these leaves leak a lot, but I guess not today. Caught a fish. Oh my gosh. Whoo! Look at that sucker. Dang. Chill out, bro. Heck yeah, boy. Look at that. It's a nice, maybe 1 pounder. Actually, sadly, this is a pretty nice fish for this lake. Dang, bruh. It's an alright fish. And I'm assuming he just swam under the freaking ground, bruh. Hold up. I'm gonna try to catch him again. I'm actually gonna try to catch him again right here. Come on. No, I got moss on my bait. So I'm assuming that he's probably the one that was following it a second ago. I'm gonna try to catch one more. If I don't catch one in the next 5 minutes, actually, if you don't see any more video, then it's probably because I didn't catch any more fish. So, just be glad we caught that one. If you want to see the fish that I catch down here when I'm not recording, you can go to my Snapchat. I'll have the username in the description of this video. That was cool. I've never done that before. I'll have the name in the description of this video. Look at that dang snapping turtle right there, right in front of me, bro. Dang, he moved. I casted right up in front of him, bro. Okay, so I need to stop saying bruh so much. Yeah, see? That's like 10 casts right here, caught 1 fish. So, typically, that means time to move on to a new spot. I do know one spot where I'm pretty much guaranteed to catch a fish, and I might go there. Actually, right here, my brother typically catches fish. My oldest brother. There's a lot of grass, though. I'll cast once. Okay. Let it sink for a sec. Yeah, I don't want to be pulling off grass every 5 seconds. Okay. I'm going to go to this next spot, do a couple casts, and if I don't catch anything, the video ends right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. 2 fish just jumped right here. I forgot to click record. I literally just walked from right there to right here, and 2 fish jumped as I was walking over. So I'm going to do a couple casts right here. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Literally right there, another fish just jumped. Well, that one wasn't a jump. That one just kind of come up and ate something off the top. But, y'all, it's getting cold out here for real. And the wind is starting to pick up. I think it's actually about to storm. So, I'm going to go down here real quick. Cast once or twice, and then I'm going back home. This wind's picking up. Rain's picking up. Oh, yeah. But what I was saying, you got to watch for snakes down here. Because snakes like to just bite at everything. It don't matter if you get near it or not. It's going to lunge towards you. Okay, right here. I'm telling y'all, right here, especially if you're in a kayak, but right here's a money spot in the kayaks. I'm telling you. I'm on grass right there. Dang it. Dang it. Try to get one this way. There we go. This little area next to this big pine tree is typically a money spot for bass. But it's starting to rain. Bass down here don't like rain. Although, or at least on this side they don't. On that side over there, like, I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's a bank over there. Right there. You go over there and cast, it could be pouring rain. It could be not raining. It could be storming big time. A fish is going to bite. It's just like, that's knowledge that goes back even before I was born. So, beavers. Yeah, I mean, it's just, but the problem is, the only way to get over there is crossing a creek over here next to, like down that way. And then you got to walk all the way back and all the way around. And it's just a bunch of stuff I ain't doing today. What the freak was that? Me being an idiot, not paying attention? Okay, whatever. I guess I'm fishing like my dad, off of the side of a branch. Yeah. I don't think I'm catching anything. The rain's picked up too much. I think this might be the end of the video. So, if you guys enjoyed, that one fish, leave a like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon. I'm going to be uploading a little bit more now that I'm getting stuff. I've got this chest mount. I have a new tripod thing, but I think I'm gonna get a new one, a different one, because the one I got is from TikTok, and it's kind of crap. I'm gonna buy one from like Amazon, like an actual one, something like that. I'm gonna find one that's better. I might even just go to Walmart and buy a camera one and change the phone holder thing over. But yeah, go and subscribe to my gaming channel. Or mostly gaming channel, at least. That's what it is right now. Jake Attack, it'll be linked in the description. Go and check out my Snapchat. I have a public profile on there. It's jbo7458. And then the thing is Jacob Wells. I take pictures of frogs that I find or catch. Sometimes I catch snakes. I haven't posted any on there of snakes. I have my snake on there, I'm pretty sure, but and then I catch all of the fish that I catch, I post on there, except for this one, because it was in a video, so I'm not gonna post it. But yeah, go check those out, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Jeez Louise, I just about broke my freaking rod already. I just bought it today. I got hung on more line. What? Bro, like, this is why we're not allowed down here, bro. Like, or not us, but this is why people aren't allowed down here. Because they just throw their junk out everywhere. If you're fishing, bro, and you have trash, pick it up and take it to a trash can. Don't leave it on the bank. God. I have one on right here, bro. I just had to pull my phone out. Let's freaking go, dude. Dang. Look at that. Whoo. Second fish. Got something wrong with his jaw right there, but that's a pretty fish too. Man. Whew. There we go. And he was like right, oh wait, no, he swam into the, oh my gosh, the steam coming off of the lake. Yo, I'm actually gonna cast right here again real quick. Try to catch another one. If he's right here, surely there's more. What in the world happened here? He like tore this thing up. Yeah, my phone, I'd already put my phone back in my pocket. So I was holding him on, hoping he didn't fall off. And he actually swam to me. So there wasn't even much of a fight. He swam almost directly to me. Right there. Alright. I don't even remember where I just casted, but I'm just going to cast back out there. I was going to say I found out what I was messing up is I wasn't casting in the moss, but actually he swam through the moss. He didn't even bite it while I was reeling through it. So, I don't know what that's about. Okay. I think I casted like over here though. That looks familiar. My hook's sticking out, so it's not going to swim correctly probably, but yeah, next time I'm going to have to put a little through sinker on here. I forgot what that rig's called. I think it's called Texas rig. I don't know. Big time fisher people, let me know in the comments. Ow. I just stepped in a freaking hole in the ground. Oh my, no way. That was plenty strong enough to set the hook on that guy, bruh. That is so stupid. These fish never have to have a hook set harder than that. 2 bites right there from the same fish. Well, I think it was the same fish at least. I'm assuming, because I doubt 2 different fish are gonna bite in the same spot. I'm gonna cast back out there though. Is my phone still recording? Yep. Let me see. Boom. I think that's perfect. Okay, nothing. Dude, my freaking hands. I'm gonna let it sink right here because I think that's what is happening whenever you bit it. Although maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I think that was my fault that he got off. I didn't set the hook good enough. Both times. Well, the first time I didn't even know he bit. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I was talking about my hook being loose. Or like pulled, like sticking out. That's whenever he bit. So... Dang, that sucks. I could have had 3 fish. This, I mean, so far 2 is already better than my original video that I came down here and filmed with my other rod fishing. It was just with my lightweight open face. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna let this sink for a second in front of this moss. See if anything does anything with it. Nope. They ain't. Guys, I just hooked onto another one right here. As I was leaving, I figured I'd come over here and cast once or twice. Hooked onto one. Heck yeah, dude. Dang. He's still juvenile too. Pretty sure. Oh, no, he's not. Never mind. Look at that. Boom. Another fish. Hold up. This just looks so weird. It's zoomed in normal, but third fish of the day. Just drop him in right there. Someone was down here with sowing fluid. What is this called? Like, why would you need to sow something down while you're down here? That doesn't make sense to me. Sowing fluid? Why did I say sowing fluid? I'm retarded. Are we allowed to say retarded again? I think it's okay now. Bro, there's a fish like biting right here, but he's not like taking it. He's just holding it in his mouth for a second and just like not doing nothing with it. And now it's sitting sideways right there on the hook. I don't know how it just did that while I was casting, but whatever. Look like an idiot. It's about to get ripped off too. That's gonna be an issue. Okay, about right there is where he's at too. He was way out there though whenever he'd bite. And then he'd just like swim patiently with it. He wasn't, whoa. Okay. I don't know what that was about, but ain't gonna catch no fish right there. I could see him like swimming up and grabbing it. It was just, he was not taking off with it. And then when I'd set the hook, he'd let go. I don't know what that was about, but he wasn't about it. Okay, I didn't hook onto a fish, but I was walking over here. This is what we call the point, crappie point. I just saw a snake slither from over here into that grass right there. I'm gonna see if I can get it. I couldn't tell what kind it was. Kind of like brown, so I'm thinking it's probably a copperhead. But it could have been a brown water snake. I don't see it. I'm going to cast a couple times right here. This grass is just putrid. Also, all this mud. Looks like beaver's been over here. Okay. Yeah, I caught about 10 crappie over here the other day. Over there in this little cove. Caught like 10 or 12 crappie and then a bunch of bluegill over under a tree. Typically what you get out here is white crappie, but the other day I was catching all black and caught one white. So I don't know what that's about. But I mean, I ain't complaining, you know. Black crappie out here at least have way more fight in them than white. So, I mean, it was fun to catch them, you know. And they're always a little bit bigger. Not always, but usually black crappie are a little bit bigger. So it was fun to catch bigger fish as well. And catch more fish, because typically when we come down here we have challenges. But I'll see you guys.